my journey as a photographer over the years. I started with the box brownie, my mum's box brownie, when I was about 8 or 9 years old. Just a fascination with being creative, with whether I'd be drawing or with photography, same things, you know. And where we are today with photography. It's the 30th of January today. You wouldn't believe it, you know, like it's pretty cold. But I'm up in the high country, and and as I said, I've been filming for the last 30 years, and I say I'm in between filming and photography. And just watching some deer over here at the moment. Filmed a couple of nice stags last night, and it's what I love doing, you know. And if it's not deer, it'll be native birds of some sort. I love photographing raptors. Seen one wedge-tailed eagle yesterday. I was only going to photograph it, but it didn't stick around. I was trying to relocate into an area where I could film some deer, and which happened to do later on that afternoon. But yes, this is my journey as far as photography goes. Having a YouTube channel, I present stuff on YouTube on deer, and a little bit on photography, not much. As I said, photography is ubiquitous to us all now with mobile phones and the new technology with the mirrorless cameras. Back in the early days, it wasn't like that. It was more of a case of you had to be quite good to get a good photo, and you had to wait maybe between a week to a month before you got your photos back, because they were all printed on through laboratories, like in chemists. Remember the old chemist used to take your roll of film to the chemist? Back in the film days, you know, like using film. Now, you'd be lucky if in a month you might take 30-something photos, where today, in a month you'd probably take 3,000 photos, and on any given day you might do 1,500 photos, and you didn't have to process them yourself. You had to take them somewhere else, unless you had a dark room, which I had. I had a dark room. I did for about 5 or 6 years. I did wedding photography. I got out of that because my passion for being in the bush, camping and that. So there's deer moving around here everywhere. I've just been filming a few. Yeah, so probably people aren't aware that I actually do reviews on optics. Like I'm a representative for Leica Optics, so I do reviews on that sort of stuff. Equipment, camping equipment, just it creates a bit of an interest. Yeah, pauses because I'm looking at deer at the moment. The thing is that what I think I joined the camera club because everyone's got their limitations. We've got a beautiful bird here now. I think it's a golden Just have a quick look at it. It's in among, yeah, it's a yellow rump thornbill in amongst the, which I've got heaps of photos of now in the sweet briar. You get some exotic birds here sometimes. You can get bronze cuckoos, the black-faced cuckoo shrike, pasha raptors, even peregrine falcons because of the rocky outcrops here. And there he is over there now. And that's probably why I got into loved bird photography, because just understanding how important they are to the environment. Hey, what's that one there? Just have a look at that one. Just one. Oh, there it is on this, whatever it is. They never stay still enough to keep an eye on it. Oh, yeah. There's a point where you get too close to you're just in there. Don't know what it was. Looked like a whistler. Yeah, photography and videography go hand in hand, you know. I like to mix a bit of both. And then with camera clubs now, they have a video section where once upon a time they didn't, but they do now. I'm a member of 2 camera clubs, and the people, you know, there's some amazing photographers in the club. But my genre is probably wildlife. I try to get my head around abstract. I still can't. I can't. Abstract to me is like a photograph that's gone wrong, but we're all different, I suppose. It's amazing. I'm just over here looking at deer at the moment. It's yeah. As I say, I've been filming deer for filming and hunting deer for probably 40-something years. I don't hunt anymore. It's not probably the right word to say. It's I still hunt them, but with the camera, which I find more fascinating than hunting. But as I say, being an introduced species, we need to hunt these animals, because in the last 40 years they have, I'd say, quadrupled in population. Where I am now is, once upon a time there was, back in the 60s there weren't deer here. Now there's deer.